Guys, it's been about a month since actually it's been past a month since I announced the rework of the HxH Ultimate Finale game, and we made a lot of progress actually. I'm very satisfied with what we got going on right now. The whole game has been planned out completely. We know exactly what we want to do. We know when we're gonna release. We know what we want to do this time around. The situation is a lot better, and it's pretty much turned out the way how I thought it was going to be. The dev team, we've all gotten better at what we do, and we're making progress pretty damn quick. You know, despite us being in school right now, or whatever we're doing, you know, working, doing commissions, the list goes on. One thing I could say about the game is, actually, I'll just talk about previously something that happened in the other game, and then Ultimate Finale. So, there was a lot of hand-holding in Ultimate Finale, like things like a quest guide telling you what quests you should do next, or recommending you what quests you should do next. The reason why I added that in the game is because I was kind of afraid that when players would get in the game, like, what would they do? They wouldn't know where to start at, and you know, it's kind of scary to think about, at least in a dev's point of view, because the first impression is always the most important thing for a player. If they like it at first, then they may come back to the game later on, but if their first experience on the game is kind of bland, and you know, they might not like that, be a little discouraging for them, you know. But for this game, there's not going to be any kind of guide, none of that stuff. There's not going to be tutorials. Well, there's going to be a very small initial tutorial when you first join the game. And then from that point on, it's all on you. Everything is on you from that point on. Now I'll elaborate on that just a little bit more. In this game, there's going to be roughly, I think it was like 12 islands or 11 islands, and there's 4 islands that you can spawn on when you first join the game. The way how you start on those islands are completely different from, say I spawned in on Whale Island, right? And my friend spawns on Meteor City. Our objectives at the very beginning of the game are completely different. And there's a story to each island that you kind of have to follow. There's a certain guideline. I could start from Whale Island, complete its progression here, and then go straight to Meteor City, or go to a different city like Dole Harbor. I could go there. It's kind of in your hands where you want to go and how you want to play the game. That's exactly what I wanted. The result that I wanted for the game. It's kind of open world, I guess you could say. It's probably the best way to describe the game right now. In its ideal state, we want it to be open world, and I think we're going to accomplish that. But yeah, the only tutorial you're gonna get is when you first start the game. It's gonna give you kind of like an insight of the history behind that island that you're on. I'll just say this right now: if you spawn on Whale Island, for example, the people on this island, they're going to want you to stay on the island and become a fisherman, for example, because that is what everybody here on the island represents. They're all fishermen in some way, or maybe they're cooks or whatever. They're going to try to make you become a fisherman, but obviously your goal is to be a hunter. You want to leave this island. So the things that you do on this island are going to potentially conflict with the NPCs, but they're aware of what your goals are. They're aware of what you want to be. You want to leave the island. You want to become somebody else. And that's just how it adds up. Meteor City is a city that's obviously completely trashed up. People they come and go in that island to, I don't know, dispose of garbage, people, babies, all that kind of stuff. Your goal on that island obviously is to leave, but everyone else's goal is also to leave that island. They also probably want to leave that island, or they want you to have intense loyalty to that island because everybody on that island has been in a bad spot. You know, people just following the lore. People have been abandoned. You know, people have been left disabled. They only have one arm. You know, just some things to make it intense and make it feel like you have a place in the story. Pretty much, that's really what this game is all about. And it's called HxH Resurgence. That's what we've came up with. I'll probably give you guys a Discord later on. I mean, hopefully you're in the Ultimate Finale Discord. That's where I'm going to ping everybody with. But I'll also post it in the description of this video. There's something else I'm missing. Oh yeah, I can explain climbing real quick too. The reason why we added climbing is because there's areas that you can't get unless you climb. Like, for example, say maybe you have nearly an upside down part. Actually, here, I'll just make a quick drawing on my screen. Might as well. This is the example I always show to other people in the Discord. Okay, so say we have an island like that, right? And you're trying to get on to this point right here. You can't do like a super jump and like jump up here. I mean, there is going to be a super jump, like a net jump in the game. That's not in right now. But the route that you're going to have to take is obviously go up here. You're going to have to climb all the way up to the top. And then boom, you get to the spot right there. That's why it's in. And as you know, the terrain is pretty big. This island, I'll just say this right now. Every island in this game is maybe 2 or 3 times bigger than every single island in Ultimate Finale. The biggest island in Ultimate Finale was Kukuru Mountain. That was pretty big in itself, but this one goes way bigger. Like right now I have streaming enabled on right now, so you guys won't be able to see the whole island, but it extends much farther out. Much farther out. Like right now this is this this portion right here is probably 1/5 or 1/4 of the island. So you can just imagine that. Just imagine that. And hopefully that doesn't discourage people on like lower end PCs. I'm doing a couple of testing phases with my old laptop, just to make sure that the game can run on all computers, hopefully. If it doesn't, I don't know. I try my hardest. But it's gonna be way more stuff coming in. Right now, I've just been doing like a lot of miscellaneous updates, but you know, combat is basically finished almost. Posted updates in the update channel. Be sure to check it out. And this time around, there's going to be swimming. Last time you can only like walk underneath the water. There was not really a swimming thing in the old game, but this time I'm gonna add it. It's not in right now, as you can see, but it'll be coming along pretty soon. This is kind of the stats screen that we got going on here. It's very, very in depth. Hopefully that my idea behind this, I just hope that people aren't gonna get too discouraged or too what's the word? Overwhelmed with the stuff going on here, because there is a lot of stat types here. But if you know HxH as a show or as a manga, this should not be an issue. You should know what every single one of these do, and most of them are going to help you in the way that you play the game. And I mentioned this to a lot of people in the Discord. Pretty much the way that this game is laid out is, it's almost as if you're playing 3 different games in one game. So the first game is how you interact with the world without Nen. The second way is how you interact with the world with Nen. And then 3 is a combination of both of those. So the finest example of this is I gained some kind of skill called, I don't know, like Goshuryu or something. Something like that. It's a skill that is basically only reliant on my physical abilities in the game, and it has no correlation to Nen at all. And then how we interact in the world with Nen is potentially enhancing that skill that we have already right there with Nen, or also the meditation process, or just the whole process of unlocking Nen. Not to mention customizing your Nen. And yes, there is actually a way to customize your Nen, but it's only through 3 different routes. There's... yeah, you know what, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, not yet. Let's wait and see. And for everybody asking if the game is going to be paid access or not, no, it's going to be free. Completely free. There's not going to be any testing phase like that, or beta or whatever, like what I did last time for the other game. It's just going to go straight into release after a couple of stress tests and normal testing phases with the preset testers, and we're good to go. That is pretty much it. And I'll explain something about clans too. Okay, I'll do that real quick. So obviously you can see I don't have any clan that belonged in HxH Hunter. This is my own clan that I came up with, but you can also spawn in with official clans. The chance of that is kind of low, to say the least. It is kind of low, but that will not change the way how you play the game. Basically, reasons for wanting a clan is, 1, maybe you want the name. That's a suitable reason too. If people want to, I don't know, look drippy or whatever, seem drippy. The second reason is there's hidden lore to the clan. There's a hidden story, or not really a hidden story, maybe like a side story that you can only do as a member of that clan. And 3, some clans potentially have special abilities, special skills that they can use that nobody else can use. And obviously if you depart from that clan, depart as in like you re-roll, you change your clan, you're going to lose those skills, and the clan NPCs are going to forget who you are until you re-roll that clan again. But if you do that, you have the opportunity to restart that story again if you really want to. That's just, you know, it's in your hands. You don't have to do it, but if you want to, you can. And the last thing I wanted to mention is the idea behind the combat. So I pretty much, this time around, I am figuring out a way to really promote the base combat. I want you to use M1, I want you to use M2, I want you to use the base combos. I want you to use everything that you can possible. We're trying to discourage the idea behind, you know, just spamming skills to do things, you know, like previously on the other game. Let me find that NPC. I can do one quick combo on him. Oh, he's right there. Okay, cool. Okay, some things are invisible right now. I'm not supposed to. Okay, I'll fix that later. Here's a quick one though. Oh, I didn't get teleported. But okay. That's pretty much what's going on. This island is already done. This one is Royal Island. Niji's already starting on the second island, which is Dole Harbor. You should be seeing updates on that very soon. And you should be seeing updates on, I don't know, combat and other miscellaneous stuff for me pretty soon. Faces are coming in too. They're almost done. And I think that's all I have to say right now. Am I missing anything? No, I'm not. If you're smart, or if you realize the kind of like correlation between like the old UI from Ultimate Finale is already here right now. Kind of just revamped it just a little bit. Wop, wop, wop. Okay. Well then, until next time, guys. I'll show probably, or the next time I make a video on this game is probably going to be for a big update. Big update as in maybe like, I don't know, maybe a 1v1. Well, the next 1v1 video I have planned is in December, like December 20th. Reason for that being is because that is the first 1v1 video that I had uploaded to my channel on YouTube for Ultimate Finale. It was in the swamp location, so I'm gonna do it in this location here too, with the same two guys. Alright. Thank you for watching, guys. Join the Discord and boost it, please. Oh yeah, there's just another thing I forgot to mention while recording the video. I noticed there's a lot of other Hunter x Hunter games coming out. That's pretty cool to see, actually. I like seeing that type of stuff. I think that competition usually makes a developer work harder. You know, in my case, it's actually doing that part for me. And some of them that are out there actually look pretty cool. I think one by Aberts or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I've seen it already. It looks cool. I'm pretty excited to play it myself. But just besides that, I don't know. I might make a video on, you know, developers regarding making games that have UI very similar to GPO. I'll just summarize what that means. There's too many games coming out that look like GPO's UI. That will have like the exact same design, and you know, people just say the excuse, oh, it's just inspiration. To what extent though? To what extent is it just inspiration, or to what extent is it to you just like trying to make your stuff look like another game? I don't know. Maybe that's why GPO decided to change their UI recently. Maybe. I mean, I hope that's the case. Why? Because, you know, in my opinion, or if I was in Foyu's position, I'll be pretty pissed off if a bunch of people were copying my game's design. Like, this is kind of like NO2 and like people making a bunch of other Naruto games that are not different at all from NO2. They're literally just NO2, but like different name, maybe different like build and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video on that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But yeah, that's it.